Alrighty, so the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to outline our face, our abstract face, with marker. So why don't you go ahead and grab your marker, and the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to make two straight lines right down the middle of our paper. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to find the middle of my paper, which is about right here. And I'm going to start at the very top of my paper, a little bit to the left, and I'm going to make a straight line down to the center. I'm going to move over just a little bit, maybe about an inch or an inch and a half. That would be about 2 centimeters, and I want to make another straight line. Now, from these two straight lines, I am going to make some diagonal lines coming out on either side, and then I'm going to close them up just like that. Now, are these lines perfectly straight? No, they're not. I am a human being, so I'm not a computer, and yours will not be straight, completely straight either. So that's the beautiful thing about art. They're not going to be perfectly straight. So let's make some big old eyeballs for our big face. We are going to make curved lines coming from about the middle of our two straight lines that we've already made. And they're going to be curved lines that look like this. One there and one there. That's going to be the top of our abstract face's eye. Now we're going to come down with another curved line and close up. Come down and close up. Now, if one of these eyes is lower than the other, that's perfectly fine because this is abstract. It's not realistic. All right? So the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to create a mouth. So the mouth is going to be down here. It can be any shape that you want. Let me show you how I make my abstract mouth. So I make a curved line coming down to a point, and it's basically right in the middle of the nose. And then another curved line. Then I close these two lines up with a line, and I make a very wide letter U, closing up each side. Okay, there's the lips. Now let's make the lower part of our face, and this is going to be the chin area. So you just make whatever shape you want. If you want it to be more squarish, that's fine, or more round, or just more a soft jawline, that would be fine as well. Then down here at the very bottom, what we're going to do is make a neck. So the neck's going to come out like this. All right, let's put a little bit of detail in here before we begin to paint. So I think that I'd like to make some eyes. So let's make, I guess that would be an upside down C. Upside down C. And then for our pupil, it would be a circle filled in, which would be a dot. You can make this large, you can make this small, you can make this looking to the right or to the left or up or down. It's up to you. Then let's make another line coming down from the nose to the lips, and that will separate our face from one side to the other. I'd like to make an eyebrow, maybe just on one side, because this is abstract, it's not realistic. And then I think that's going to be it for my markers. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to put the lid back on my marker, and I'm going to get my crayons out. And I'm just going to put a few lines, a few patterns on my face, on my abstract face. And let's see, I'm going to choose maybe like a goldish yellow, maybe like a pink and a blue, maybe a green, a bright green. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to make some patterns and lines on this face, and you can do the same. You can watch me and see what I do, or you can just get started. What I'm going to do is start down here, and I'm going to do some zigzags, and then I'm going to do some lines, and I'm pressing fairly in a firm manner because I want the watercolor paint to really show up the crayons. So let's see, I'm going to make some lines down, and then maybe some blue, maybe something like this, and some more lines here. And remember, keep in mind, this is up to you as to what you would like to do. So maybe some green over here, lines. And I'm just kind of looking at my piece of artwork, and I'm just kind of going along and taking a look to see where I want to put these patterns and lines. I think I like a purple for this area, so I'm going to find a bright purple and maybe make a few more lines right here. It's like that. So you take some time, you take a look at your artwork, you decide what you'd like to do with your crayons, and you work on that. And then when we're finished with that part, we are going to start watercolor painting.